Hey guys, Kirk Miller here. In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down how to use tempo training effectively. For me, it's one of the most underutilized training variables that I see in the gym. And for me, it should be at the forefront or a more regular fixture within your training week to week, year round. I absolutely swear by it. I think you'll see quicker progress in terms of strength and building muscle, and also it will help prevent injuries. And ultimately, where you're going to be month to month, year to year is going to be a reflection of how consistently you stay in the gym, and more importantly, how effectively, of course, you train. And I just think variations in your tempo, pace of your reps, whatever muscle group you train in, will make a big difference and definitely help you progress a lot quicker than maybe what you are right now. Okay? So in this video, I'm going to be giving you a demonstration of the different ways to implement tempo across all the major muscles from upper body to lower body, and explaining like the 4 different numbers that basically make up tempo, okay? Because I really believe that if you are repping from A to B very, very quickly across every session, every week, month to month, at some point you will 100% hit a plateau. I think if all your work sets are over within 20 seconds, so if you think about doing 10 reps, sets of 8 to 10 or 8 to 12, the golden hypertrophy sort of rep range, and all of your sets are over in 20 seconds, for me, it's not long enough sometimes to create enough tension on the muscle to force your body to adapt. Now, that's not papering over the fact that if you are looking to progress with your body, you need to get stronger, you need to eat adequate protein, and you need to recover, of course. But if you are trying to build muscle, build strength, and eat more food whilst doing that, so it's sustainable, we need to create more energy output and longer time duration we're actually lifting, okay? So you want, for me, to be building muscle and building strength simultaneously is you should be doing more sets at 30 to 40 seconds up, whatever the exercise, okay? So what do I mean by tempo more specifically? So whether you've followed my stuff or not, if you ever see a rep range or anyone post a workout, we do this with all of our workouts inside our Built to Last program for our clients, there'll be a rep range and then it will have 4 different numbers which comprise the tempo of which I want someone to execute that exercise. So say, for example, which I'll demonstrate in a second, we were doing a squat and I'd written something like 10 reps at 4-1-1-0 tempo. Obviously, a lot of clients who've never utilized this, or maybe you watching this will think, what the fuck does that mean? Okay. But those 4 numbers, right, what they make up, and I'm going to demonstrate so you understand visually if you don't understand verbally right now. The first number is always going to be the negative. The second number is going to be the pause and the lengthen, basically the stretch position of any exercise. The third is going to be the concentric. The fourth is going to be the pause at the top, or the isometric, basically, okay? So I'm going to break down these 4 different numbers now with some visual demonstrations. And what I'm going to do, just to keep it clean and simple, is use a 4-1-1-0 tempo, okay? Which for me, if you've never utilized that tempo before, is an unbelievable way to sort of start dipping your toe into tempo training or tempo variations within your training, you know, to maybe try after this video, okay? So first and foremost, I want to demonstrate now a squat, dumbbell squat with a 4-1-1-0 tempo, okay? So I'm going to get the dumbbells up. I'm just going to demonstrate a couple of reps only, just to keep the time tight for this video. But if I was doing a 4-second negative, it would be something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. The second number is a 1-second pause in the hole. Then I drive up in 1 second without pausing at the top. So it's 2, 3, 4, 1 second pause, explode up. Now, if I would have, say, write a 4, 1, 1, 1 tempo, at the top I would pause for 1 second before I went back down. Okay, so I'll just show you again with a 4, 1, 1, 0 tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, pause, explode. What I see a lot in the gym when people, and this is what we've had to pull clients up on sometimes, is they count too fast. So if you are going to utilize tempo training, don't cheat yourself or bullshit yourself with how fast a 4 second count is. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4, right? It defeats the object of doing it, okay? So that would be an example of the tempo numbers in relation to a squat. For example, if we were then going to do a hip hinge movement and we used a 4, 1, 1, 0 tempo again, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 second pause, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 second pause. Simple as that. If I was going to utilize the same tempo again on chest, start at the top, 4 second lowering phase, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 second pause, 1, 2, 3, 4, pause. Okay, it's an unbelievable way as well to really think of the mind-muscle connection on whatever target muscle it is, okay? You'll lift with significantly more control, you'll feel more tension on the muscle, and because you're doing the rep range with a slower tempo, you'll really feel the contraction and it will really fast track your development of actually where the muscle fibers are moving from a lengthened position into a shortened position, okay? And then for me, the reason this is really important as well is if you can't rep with quality and perfect technique slow, you're certainly not going to do it fast. So really pay attention to the tempos, okay? Now, if I was doing a back exercise, say a bent over row with the same tempo, get into a bent over row position, okay? I'd rep up in 1, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 second pause in the stretch position, power up in 1, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 second pause. Okay, now if I was going to switch up the tempo with back, which I like to do an isometric squeeze in the short position of a back, that would be something like 4, 1, 1, 1 or 2 even, maybe in the short position. So first number, negative, I'd be going down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 second pause, up, and I'd hold. If it was 1 second, obviously if it was 2 seconds, it'd be slightly longer, okay? So that'd be for back, and then a really simple example for shoulders. I'll just do a shoulder press. From there, okay, do it neutral grip. I'll press up in 1. If this was a 4, 1, 1, 0 tempo again. 1, 2, 3, 4, pause, explode. 1, 2, 3, 4, pause, explode. Okay? The key thing to remember with this is, of course, you're going to have to temporarily lower the load at which maybe you'd usually lift on those given exercises or movement patterns there. I've done a push, a pull, a squat, a hip hinge. Okay, I could do more, but I'm sure you get the picture by now. If you're doing a 1 second pause, for example, on exercises, of course it's going to be harder. So put your ego away and lift a lighter number load. But mark my words, like do something like we do inside Built to Last regularly, where we'll have periods, 4-week periods perhaps of, in certain sessions of our clients doing pauses in the lengthened position, because basically a lot of the time that's where we're weak. it will stop you bouncing reps. And if we get strong where we're weak, when you then come out of those phases where you're not doing as many pauses, you'll get significantly stronger across those exercises as a result of temporarily introducing pauses. Because if you're getting stronger week to week on, say for example, those exercises I did there, and I'm getting stronger, and then I take the pause away, I get significantly stronger once I take that pause away. And for me, it's one of the primary things you should be playing around with if your goal is to be strong, fit, powerful, build muscle without putting on enormous amounts of body fat. So if you want to get really, really strong, add muscle, reduce the risk of injury, right? Implement more training variations that involve tempo training and watch how much quicker you train. So if you like what you see, as always, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.